Hi students, you're here with Mrs. Basil for your daily dose in spelling. This is Unit 4, Lesson 1. Materials that you'll need: your spelling box, your handy dandy eraser, a dry erase marker, a marker to write on your index cards for your heart words, and then you'll also want a copy of your spelling list, which is on page 123, and your heart word chart is on page 124. So go ahead and push pause if you need to collect these items. Okay, if you remember last week or in our last unit, we talked about blends in our spelling words. And a blend is when 2 or 3 consonants are in a part of a word. And the key is they each have their own sound, but they kind of just blend. So last week, an example of one of our words that we talked about was gift, G-I-F-T. And F and T are the blend. They're the 2 consonants, but they each have their own sound. So we go g-ift, but notice the ft kind of just blends together, but they have their own sound. So this week our words are the opposite. We'll be working with beginning blends at the beginning of the word rather than at the end. So if we look at our first word on our list this week, which is, have a look to double check, spot, S-P-O-T. S and P are our 2 consonants that are the blend. Sp, sp, ot, ot. So let's try that one more time. Sp, ot, spot. So even though they are a blend, they have their own sound, just like last week when we did the blends at the end of the word. Let's try one more. Go ahead and pull out your whiteboard, and I want you to follow along and do this with me on your whiteboard. Okay? All right, let's look at a different word. Let's look at number 6. Number 6 on your spelling list. Go ahead and write down the word swim, S-W-I-M. So write it on your whiteboard, S-W-I-M. Okay, now that you have it written down, I want you to point to each letter and say its sound. S-w-im, swim. So notice how the S, I can't draw a straight line for some reason today. Let's try that one more time. Let me try and get this straight. S-W-I-M. But the S-W, they have their own sound, but they just blend. Swim, swim. Notice that they just blend together. Okay, so go ahead and you can push pause, and I'd like you to write down each one of your words that play by the rules. I want you to write them down on your whiteboard, practicing spelling them and recognizing the blends. So start with number 1, go through number 10, and look at the word, spell it out loud, then write it on your whiteboard, sound it out, and find the beginning blend in each word. Now, number 10 is a little different. Before you go and do this activity, let's look at number 10. The word is splash, S-P-L-A-S-H. Now this is our challenge word, and it's a little different because in this word there's actually 3 letters that make a blend. The 3 consonants, S-P-L. They are a blend. Splash, splash. S-P-L And then ash. Oh, I did something wrong. What did I do? Haha, at the end of our word is SH. And what is SH? See if you can say it out loud. What is it? It starts with a D. A digraph. Look at that. We have a blend and a digraph at the end. So there's only how many sounds in this word? Let's check. Splash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sounds in this word, even though there's 6 letters, because there's the digraph. So SPL is our blend, and it has the 3 consonants. And see, you can see that it breaks it up with a vowel right there. Okay, so go ahead, pull out your whiteboard, write down each one of the words, and identify the blends in them. Practice spelling them, and then come back and push play. Now, we are going to work on our heart words for this week. Let me make a heart up here so you can see, so we remember these are our, I keep doing that tongue twister, our heart words. Now, our first heart word is one, W-O-N. And then I'm going to draw a line right here so as we work with this word, we'll know what's in here. And our other heart word is busy. B-U-S-Y. Now, I just want us to take a second and look over these heart words and break them down a little bit. Remember, a heart word is a word that you just have to remember by heart. That means you just need to memorize them because they don't follow the spelling rules like our first 10 words do, or even our cousin words, which are similar. Man, today I am struggling. I'll tell you, I can't draw a straight line, and I keep mixing up my words. Sorry. So, our our cousin words are similar to our words that play by the rules because they are in the similar spelling pattern. So, in one, let's look at each sound and find out where it is complicated. All right? If I were just to sound this out, if I was just trying to sound it out, I'd probably go w-a-n. Wan. Is it wan? No. It makes the w sound is right. And then we hear the the sound, which is the short vowel sound for you. That makes the sound. And then we hear n. One. So the O is making the short vowel U sound, if that makes any sense. One. So that's just to understand that word a little better. Then our other word is busy. Okay, let's look at each. Well, first let's see how I would sound this out. B-a-c. B-a-c. Bussy? No. So let's try it. Let's break it down and see where the confusing part is. The B's right. No, it's not I gotta think about this. What is it? I makes the short I vowel sound, the I sound. I z. I hear the Z. Is Z. So in this word, the two confusing parts are the U and the S. The U makes the short I vowel sound, and the S makes the Z sound. Okay? So one and busy. Now, I'd like you to pull out your spelling box, 2 index cards, and grab your marker so that we can do our 2 new heart words. So our first word, I will do it with you, and then you can do the second word, busy, on your own, okay? So, I've got my card, I've got my pen. I look at my word, one. W-O-N, one. So I write that down. I write down W-O-N, one. So then I look at this card and I am going to make a mental picture in my mind of the word one. So I'll go W-O-N. I'll close my eyes and remember I'm going to take a snapshot in my mind of this card or of these letters, one, W-O-N, and I visualize that in my mind, one. Then I take my whiteboard and I'm going to practice writing the word one on the board. See if I can get it right. One, wait. No, this word is, oh yeah, this word's the heart word. It's different than how it sounds. W-O-N. One. So take your card, look and see if you got it correct. I did. Good job. Now, in the past, if I've told you that if you were able to spell it correctly on the whiteboard, go ahead and put the date on the back. We are going to do it different. This first time is just a practice. So you'll put it in your box, even if you got it correct, and then the next time you do it, you'll write the date on it, okay? So one is one of our new, which is a different one, that we'll put in our spelling box in alphabetical order. Then you're going to do the same thing with busy, all right? Go ahead and push stop or pause and do the word busy, and then come back for your daily dose tip. All right. So now that you've got a group of words in your spelling box, you have one and busy, and then any words that you had from our spelling assessment from our last class, you're welcome after you view this lesson to go through and practice writing them and have your learning coach check and see if you were able to get them right. Okay? Now, my daily dose tip for you today is, are any of you involved in extracurricular activities, like you might be on a soccer team or a tennis team, or you may be involved in dance or karate or singing lessons? Whatever it may be, email your teacher and let them know what you're doing. It's so fun as a homeroom teacher to know what my students are involved in and what they like to do and what their accomplishments are. So be sure and email your teacher and let them know what you are doing outside of school, and they would love to know how you're doing and if you're enjoying it. So, well, have a good day. We'll see you in our next daily dose. Our next one will be Unit 4, Lesson 2. Okay, ciao.